And we're live.
Hi, welcome to the StockinetteZombies. I'm Amy, also known as Jane Nitma.
I'm Megan, also known as Run. Just Run It. Woo! And it's episode 486 of the Stockinette
Yeah.
And it's the end of July. I don't know where July went. People probably get tired of hearing me say that the weeks and days and months and whatever are going faster than I can keep up with, but it continues to astound me. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so my kiddo only has until like August 7th, and then they're done with summer sack in
mhm,
full. So then after that, there's limited care at different locations.
mhm.
And I was like, oh my gosh, the summer is gone already.
Yeah. Yeah, no. And then when does your oldest go back to school? Like it's coming
Oh
up,
my
right? It's like
gosh.
mid-August.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think well in hand before August, but yeah, the move in and all of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know what dorm he is in. I
Yeah.
mean, I do know what dorm. I don't know what number in that dorm because he's moving to a different section.
Mm. Yeah, we've got
And
so I moved Ellie into an apartment. She's moving into another apartment. So- and she's also got, rounding out her internship. But yeah, it's crazy. Again, I don't know. I think I probably chuckled and like shook my head at folks that were like, oh, your life gets so much busier when your children are basically adults. Like, how is that possible? I get it now. I get it. And shame on me for chuckling and shaking my head at those people. But yeah, yeah.
I
All
feel
right,
like life just
administrati.
feels faster the older you
Yeah,
get anyway, right? So
yeah.
it's not, it's that plus.
Mhm. Yes, yeah. All right. A little bit of administrati. I went to close down the form for our Patreon drawing and realized that I had said until the 26th. And so we are not drawing for prizes today. Sorry if you tuned in to hear that, but we'll get those in. May do like an offline announcement this weekend and get things announced on the podcast next week as well. But again, thank you for everybody that has entered feedback and picked their favorite prompt thus far on the Patreon drawing, and we'll get everything squared away and get those prizes distributed.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
The topic of today is favorite things. And speaking of Patreon, I did open my craft room thread yesterday
woo.
with a very chaotic photo, close up of, it's not the whole room, it's just like the container
Mhm.
and a bunch of yarn. But it's a good representation of where I'm at. Too much yarn, not enough storage, and just so many extra things up there. I was really hoping to store my puzzles in that room as well. It's looking like the puzzles might have to go downstairs in order to reach that clean guest room that I'm going for.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so go out to Patreon, check out some of those channels. I made this one open to everybody, even free members. So go ahead and join us out there at any level and
Yeah.
participate.
Yeah, and obviously free members. My husband likes to say that's his favorite four-letter F word. Free members are free. So all you have to do is get, yeah, a login on Patreon and you're able to, that's not my favorite. But it is my husband's. Anyway, the I was going to say that's another one of my favorite things as well. I've been thinking a lot about organization, and we also recently, I believe it's on Peacock. Maybe, yeah, it is on Peacock. We have been watching High Potential.
Oh,
Have you
yes.
have you seen that? Yeah, and one of the
We
episodes,
watched the French one.
oh, okay, did not do that.
Okay, yeah, high potential. I think it's the lady who can remember everything.
Yeah,
She has
yep.
an eidetic memory. It's a French show. So
Yeah.
that you can watch all the seasons of the French show right now. There is quite a few of them. And
Yeah.
so far, it's been kind of a one for one
Oh,
on the
really?
English
Okay.
to French. Like it's like, oh, I feel like I've seen this one before. Oh, I have, because it's just the American version of the French episode. But I highly
Very fun.
recommend that one as
Yeah.
well because I don't know. I feel like the diversity of casts, or not diversity of casts, personalities, I don't know, is a little bit different. And I buy it more in the French version than I do in the English version. But I saw
Yeah.
the French one first. So
I
that's,
do. So I'm like somebody that matches on patterns and kind of thinks about things, and it definitely follows kind of that crime procedural pattern
yes.
of like an eccentric lead, like Monk or Psych,
Hmm.
and that has like high perception,
Hmm.
and also like there's like within an episode there is always something that they're solving for, but there's also kind of that personal arc. So in hers,
Hmm.
it's the husband slash dad. I think not maybe not a
Hmm.
husband that she's trying to figure out more on. And I find that I really like those types of shows, and it's also fun that it's a female lead that gets to be the really really smart one. I know there's other shows out there right now. I'm trying to think of the name of it. She dresses in very interesting
Elsbeth,
clothing. Yes,
that's the only.
Elspeth. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Well, I've watched a couple of the episodes. I haven't as yeah watched as
Uh,
religiously as we've taken in all of high potential. Anyway, in one of the episodes, she talks about your bug organization style, and so
mhm.
I went like deep into
Yes,
it out in the on the internet, whether or not you are a butterfly, a cricket, a bee, or what's the third one? Butterfly,
you
cricket.
said three.
Yeah, there's a fourth one. Sorry.
I don't
Anyway,
remember.
and there is I've actually got I've got a chart here that I can open. Ladybug. Oh, how could I forget
Mhm.
Ladybug? Anyway, it's all about whether or not like you store things in you want to store things like your most used items out in the open, or whether or not you want them hidden away, whether or not you want a very simple organization system or you want a very intricate, very complicated organization system. And it's the four quadrants of that, like simple versus complicated, in out in the open versus kind of tucked away. And I am definitely a B, which is that I like things in a very complicated organization system, but I also like the most used items out, basically.
Mhm.
And really interesting, this clutterbug.com. If you're interested, lots of charts and lots of recommendations based off of like how you categorize yourself. So, like, bees have a hard time getting rid of things because you can fit them into your organization system somehow,
Mhm.
right? And B, we tend to pile things up as we're waiting to get them into our organization system. So like things go together and then you pile up and then you like, okay, now I'm going to do like a very, elaborate putting them into this organization system. And she's got a lot of really great um, yeah, again, tips and tricks. And I like a good I like a good system of categorization system. I think a bee would really like this
Yeah,
framing
I would say
of whether
my
or not.
house is a combination of Elsbeth and that lady from High Potential because
Mhm.
it's kind of organized chaos with a lot of color. Um,
Mhm.
so, um,
My
but
house is definitely
anyway,
not minimalist, which is the kind of the cricket and the ladybug. They like kind of the visual simplicity, right? Of
mhm.
like not having much out, like very barren. And so, yeah, no, it's just been interesting to go into that. I also really enjoy that, like what you were just saying, which was kind of thinking through that process and like what I want to have out and what could potentially be yeah could be organized into, I guess. So
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned those two strong female leads, right? That
Mhm.
and they're kind of quirky, but also very smart, like smarter than everybody else in the room.
Yep.
And I really, I love Elsbeth, and that's a spin-off of The Good Wife,
Mm.
and oh, the one in the middle that has her boss in it. Shoot, Good Wife, something, a good something, and then
Uh,
Elspeth Tessioni. They're all in the same universe. And
okay. I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. So like in the first one, it's about a politician and his wife was a lawyer, but then she was being the good wife, and then she went back into law. Her boss is is a feminist, and has a lot of pictures with herself with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, etc. The spinoff follows the boss, and then Elsbeth was the good wife's lawyer at one point,
Mm.
and very observant, same character all the way through all of these, and she was in all of them. Um, Anyway, highly recommend that show. It's very Columbo-esque. It's a how they did it rather than a
Yeah.
who did it. So you see the crime, you see who did it, and then it's Elsbeth catching them.
Huh.
And it's
That's
always
awesome.
somebody famous. So you have an opening scene and you're like, that's the killer because it's always somebody you've seen before. And yeah, highly recommend that show. One of my favorite things, staying on topic. And then I also highly recommend High Potential. I, again, liked the French version. So if you love it and you want to binge something, there's so many episodes and seasons of the French version
That
that you
sounds
can go
very
ahead and watch.
dangerous. That sounds very dangerous.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you'll get ahead and then you'll know what's going to happen. But I
But it
really
does sound
enjoy.
like a cheat because my husband is very, as we've talked about, right? Like he does not binge things. He'll be like, let's watch an
Mhm.
episode, maybe two. And I'm
Yes,
like,
same with my
what?
husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess this would be a way
Sometimes
of
it's really
like not
frustrating.
cheating on him with the new episodes of High Potential or the
Well,
episodes that we have it, but watch the French one.
yeah. Here
It's got
comes a
subtitles,
little.
obviously.
I think it's the same title. Yeah.
Or I said it's
Or
got subtitles, sorry.
oh,
Or it's not
subbed,
in French. What?
dubbed.
Dubbed.
So,
Fun.
mhm. So
Excellent.
you can do French one too, but it's dubbed.
Mhm. The
Um.
other piece of the Clutterbug that I wanted to mention is she does have a bingo sheet, which is kind of fun. And she
Okay.
also has like a 30-day challenge, which is kind of like a,
Ooh.
yeah, like
Ooh. I love that.
a mix of some of the, so in addition to High Potential being my favorite, kind of looking at this and being like, oh, this is really great on clutterbug.com. I also kind of had the thought that like if I could just organize for 15 minutes every day, because after ZK I came home, I had a lot of stuff that I had just put off because we were very
Mhm.
busy, and I had started kind of every day kind of tackling a project here and there, and like I made a lot of progress in a week, right? And so I was like, maybe like my running streak, I should have like an organization streak where like every day I'm just like
Yeah.
deciding a brand new thing, like my underwear drawer, my sock drawer, my, the junk drawer in the kitchen, the utensil drawer, like, just decide something, declutter for 15 minutes. And yeah, she's also got a 30-day challenge if you're into that, kind of naming random places that you can clean if you want to do like a declutter. Yeah.
I think the only thing that I've done a 30-day challenge from day one to day 30 was Whole 30,
Yeah.
where it was a food one. And I struggled. I did.
Hmm.
But I do think that that's the only one that I've actually done.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter what it is. It could be pleasure, like it could be anything. And somewhere around week two, I'm like, I don't want to do it today.
Yeah.
Um,
I would
but
definitely have to time box. Like one of them is like shoes, right? And I'm like, there's no
mm,
way that I could organize and go through and like cull my shoes in 15 minutes, right? So I would definitely have to like time box, right? Like do what I can in 15 minutes sort of thing. So yeah.
I never was a person who had a lot of running shoes before, but workout shoes before. And now I have so many quote dead pairs that I really just need to call.
Yeah.
But you have a memory or something in them, or you're like, oh, I could still wear them to mow the lawn or It's like
Yes. Yeah.
too many of
That's the
those.
other thing that she says the bee is like it has a hard time culling things because it may be useful at some point.
Yes.
I also feel like if I eliminate a category, then like my system feels like it falls apart, right? So like if I get rid of too much of something, it's like, oh, then I won't have a, DK weight that I want to turn into whatever category, right? But yeah, organization, fun. Television shows, fun. Anything else on your favorite things?
Well, I will bookend or whatever this one with another show recommendation. I
Hmm.
just watched all of Murderbot. Uh, really, really entertaining, really fun. It's a lot of my friends' sense of humor. So if you are interested, it's about a security robot that he takes off his regulator, hacks it so that he's kind of a free robot. He doesn't have to listen to the people who are in charge of him. And he uses it to download soap operas and watch them. So, or it is one of the things that he does with his
And
freedom.
it makes
So,
him it increases his humanity watching yeah, we that was one of the shows that yeah, we have Apple TV right now. We kind of rotate through the
mhm,
it's on Apple TV, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that was one of the shows that my husband was willing to watch more than two in a row. So two thumbs up from my husband. And again, they're really short episodes, right? They're like 20-minute
Yes.
episodes.
Yes, it's super fun, highly entertaining. You know, yeah. My daughter was like, "Oh, that sounds really cute," and I'm like, "Well, he just looks like a man in a suit, so it's not like Wall-E or the androids that we're used to,
Yeah.
but it is really fun. So highly recommend that.
Hmm.
And let's see what else. My other favorite thing, Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups. Highly recommend. And then last but not least, and I think everybody can agree with this, I love handmade gifts. So I
Yeah.
was looking at this beautiful handmade gift. It is hand sewn, hand stitched. So every bit of it is handmade, and so well done and so cute. So, and they made it for me. So it's all Minnesota cities there on the outside. And then on the inside, some woodland type of things that are very
Beautiful.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
But I thought I would give a shout out to handmade things, and also just this hand stitching at the top is just extra
Custom
special.
handmade things. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I got a very similar, beautiful handmade bag, but and also got some of Queen City's new base. So yeah, that
Oh
would be
yes.
my other favorite thing. Really, really enjoying how it's knitting up. This is the Pier tank, and I've got like most of a ball left, so I'm going to be adding some sleeves to my tank. But yeah, this
Mhm.
merino cotton I feel like is a really good mix of like not hurting your hand, really makes the lace sing, and has a some elasticity to it in a way that cotton doesn't normally have,
Okay.
right? So yeah, I'm really enjoying making it. I am making this tank kind of my own in a very Megan-esque way. So adding some ribbing around the neck because you're supposed to just do like an applied I-cord, and
Mhm.
the scoop is a little much for me. So adding some fabric around the neck, and then I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do for some sort of cap sleeve.
Mhm.
But yeah, really enjoying that. Got that at ZK, and got a quite a bit of kind of some natural fibers with some woolen fibers. I guess they're all natural fibers, but like linen and cotton mixed with more of the woolly stuff. So
Mhm.
enjoying kind of indulging in that.
Yeah, I got a merino silk. I started a very baby start on a tank top, and I am excited to work on it. But knitting socks for other people has like consumed my knit life right now. And then I also agreed to do a test slash sample knit that is due mid-August. So I
Oh,
am working away on that one to try to make sure that I give the feedback. So far, so good. I haven't had any issues with it. And then I'm trying to think if there was something else in there, but yeah, definitely want to get that done and in the mail. And it has an applied edging. And so it's like, oh, got to get to that applied edging before, like, I mean, within the next 2 weeks, or I am going to be missing some deadlines because
yeah,
applied edgings are are my
yeah.
nemesis. Yeah, they're my kryptonite.
Mhm.
Also recommend the new Superman. It was really fun.
Yeah. I was talking, Jeremy and my youngest went, Quentin, to see it while I was in Madison last weekend. I asked Quentin about it, and he was like, "I really liked the bald guy," and I was like, "You were cheering on the bad guy? Did you know he was the bad guy?" Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm really slow progress on my tank as well. I'm calling it savoring it, but yeah, like a muscle burrow or two will sneak in between steps. So yeah, not my normal just like start it and finish it
Hmm.
on this tank. So enjoying the base, but also really enjoying my some of the recent organization I did with my yarn to pick out combos for hats for folks. So I join you in that, enjoying making things for other people right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Lex Luthor is a very charismatic actor. So I can see why he might have been drawn
He's
to
the
him. He's
kid from
very
About a
charismatic.
Boy, right? Like the original movie About a Boy.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you what he's been in recently. I just know that I've seen his face a lot and he's very
Yeah.
charismatic. Yeah.
Yeah, we were actually talking about him last night, so I'm pretty sure we I went out to Wicca or went out to the internet and confirmed that. But yeah, yep, yep,
Yeah, he's and then yeah, the guy who plays Superman did a really good job. He plays him all shucksy, you know, and folksy, kind of like the original, and I really appreciate that. It's not gritty at all. It's fluffy and lighthearted and wonderful. Uh, Had a lot
yeah.
of fun
Jeremy said it was
going to
cute
the
and
movies.
fun, so that
Yeah.
not normally adjectives I would hear from him about superhero movies. So
Yeah, exactly. Like I think he gets beat up and like something and then like he says golly gee or gosh darn or something right at the
yeah,
beginning. So you kind of get the sense immediately what kind of show it is. I think also it's got Crypto the dog in it, which is just really comic relief throughout the whole
yeah. Well,
thing.
the
So
DC universe has been very dark recently. Anyway, we're going
yes,
down a whole rabbit
yes.
hole. So fun that
I
it's a little
highly
more light.
recommend lighthearted superhero. It was quite good.
Whether or not they're highly intelligent and helping solve crimes or fake superheroes with yeah with superpowers that are
Hmm.
not intelligence. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Yep. Bye.
Bye, Uvta. Okay. You said you had a
Yeah,
nine
there
o'clock.